Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. How y'all doing? So Carmelo Anthony shockingly came on First Take today. And there were a lot of good episodes of First Take. I usually don't watch First Take like that anymore. But Carmelo Anthony, of course, I'm gonna click and watch it when any type of NBA player goes on that, besides Ryan Hollins. But Carmelo Anthony came out and said pretty much that he didn't have the teams that LeBron James and Dwayne Wade had, which is why he doesn't have the championships that they have, which is obviously true. Now, I will sit here and say this, though. In 2006, what Dwayne Wade did with that Miami Heat team, I know they had Shaq, but Shaq was injured. Shaq was, I think, 14 years pro already at this time because he came in the league in 1992. This was 05, 06. So like 13, 14 years pro. I mean, Shaq was old. You know, he's big body Shaq. That was right before 07 with the Phoenix Suns and then the Celtics. And Shaq just wasn't Los Angeles Lakers Shaq or Orlando Magic Shaq. So Dwayne Wade probably had the best finals performance in NBA history, especially from someone so young. So besides that one championship and Finals MVP by D Wade, Carmelo Anthony is 100% right. And here's why I say that. And also LeBron James, what he did against the Warriors, the 3-1 comeback. Carmelo Anthony is 100% right. And pretty much what Carmelo Anthony is saying is, look, I'm just as good as LeBron and D Wade were. I just never had the team that they had. And he's 100% right about that. If you think about it, who the hell did Carmelo Anthony have? And it's partly his fault because he signed that rookie extension with Denver, and he could have went, and it was supposed to be LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Carmelo in Miami, but he signed that rookie extension in 07 that extended his contract. I think it was 3 years to 2010. He would have been a free agent, or 2011. I don't remember specifically. It was 3 or 4 years. And he wasn't a free agent, so he couldn't sign with the Miami Heat, and that's why Chris Bosh ended up signing. And I have no regrets, and I'm not upset about that because LeBron, Wade, and Bosh is one of the greatest teams of all time. 3 superstars coming onto the same team. We've never seen something like that before, all at the same time. It was ridiculous, right? But could you have imagined if it were LeBron, Wade, and Melo, especially that time of Melo, right before Melo's peak, with the New York Knicks when he was averaging like nearly 30 and he's third in MVP votes and getting 1 million plus votes for the All-Star game. I mean, Carmelo Anthony, man, I truly miss the New York Knicks. Even 2015, I just miss Carmelo Anthony on the Knicks. We're never gonna have another superstar player like Carmelo, and it's so sad because Carmelo was such a dominant player. And the unfortunate thing about people is that people judge you off of how great your team is because obviously you make your team better, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't. It means something, but that doesn't mean everything. Is what I'm trying to say. Because Carmelo Anthony. Well, is he as good as LeBron James? Heck no, he ain't as good as LeBron James. LeBron James is possibly the greatest player of all time, right? It's either him or Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant as well. Kobe's a freaking beast, right? But in his prime, Carmelo Anthony was that top tier player. He was a Stephen Curry. He was a Kevin Durant. He was a Kawhi Leonard. Like the top tier players. Like obviously you have really good players. You have your players that put up amazing numbers, but then you have your players that are like, okay, like this dude is out of. How is it even possible someone's this good? And who do we look at and say that right now? LeBron, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and Kawhi Leonard. And at one point in time, for a decade, who did the league say? How the hell are these players so damn good? It was who? Kobe, LeBron, D Wade, Carmelo. Okay? I mean, golly. For a very, very, very long time. Okay? I don't know what happened. It doesn't make sense. And Stephen A. Smith said it right. There are too many dang scrubs in this league that Carmelo Anthony does not have a team. You know why, people? They're intimidated by him. Here's the thing. Teams are intimidated by star players. Why? Because look what happened to Allen Iverson when he went, I believe it was the Memphis Grizzlies. He didn't want to come off the bench. And I don't blame him. He's Allen Iverson. Even post-prime, he's better than the majority of the league, right? But there comes a time where, yes, you're still better in terms of basketball, but that doesn't mean you sync better with your teammates. And that's what the problem with Carmelo Anthony is now. Just because he's better doesn't mean he's gonna sync well with most teams, and it's really sad because Carmelo Anthony is incredible. And you know what, Stephen A. Smith, you need to shut your damn mouth, or whoever said it. I didn't watch that episode of First Take or that clip of First Take, but it says Carmelo Anthony does not deserve a farewell tour, and I'm just like, what? Carmelo Anthony doesn't deserve a farewell tour. It says Carmelo Anthony never said anything about an NBA farewell tour. So, okay. I read that wrong. But at the end of the day, man, Carmelo Anthony, he was never as good as LeBron James. And obviously, Dwayne Wade was an overall better player than Carmelo. Especially Wade, like 05 to 10 was ridiculous. Well, really 11 after with Dallas, because he still carried Miami in that finals, even though they lost to the Mavericks. But you know, he was a top tier player on that level where it's like, okay, there's no one in the league close to these players, you know, and that's what we see now with Steph, KD, Kawhi, and LeBron. But anyway, man, Carmelo Anthony came back, and I'm excited, man. It's been your man, Steve. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm out of here, man. Peace.